All right, strap in, friends. I got some stuff to tell you about the Ganzo FH11. Gonna blow your mind. Hey, thanks for joining me. Love them knives here, LTK. Shall we talk? We've got the Ganzo FH11. It's a new model from Ganzo. I'm probably the last person that's doing a review on these knives. It's like, damn, boy, Stampede, I had to dust myself off. I got Patty, already done it, Baz on blades, already done it. Knife bender, already done it. So here I am following up the back of the pack. Wow. Woo. These things are hot. They're hot. Okay, if you don't like Ganzo knives, that's fine. Then you won't like these. But I'll tell you what, they have D2 steel. How close can I get? D2 steel. Get that? Get that? Now, you guys that hate these off-brand, dice roll Chinese knives that are not all that loved or approved of by the knife bourgeois. Well, let me tell you, my buds, I'm going to prove to you this is D2 steel in black and white. Okay? Got a buddy out on the East Coast. Works for a big steel fabrication place, and they have the analyzer gun, and they have the Rockwell testing equipment. Yeah, it's the real deal, Holyfield. Really good D2. Rockwell was like, oh my God, what was 62.4? He said that's some of the hardest D2 steel on a knife blade I've ever tested. In any case, it's a liner lock flipper, okay? And it's got great action. It's got bearings on the pivot. I mean, this knife, Baz on blades. I put this on my Instagram, this black one here. This is the first one I got in. Got this one on eBay. I've been all over the place, right? These two from Power Cutlery, because they just came in, just got them. But this one I've had for about a week because I got it on eBay. So I paid the man. But like 26, 27 bucks. I think it was free shipping. So that's nothing, right? Is that insane? Is that insane? I also recently, and I don't have it here, got the Kershaw Atmos, and it's 8CR13 MOV, and it sells for 35 bucks. This sells for $22 on Power Cutlery, and it's D2 steel. Yeah, Power Cutlery. I'll give you the link to this. Okay, so I ordered this and the carbon fiber from Power Cutlery 2 days ago. Bang, they're here. So, yeah, I'll give you the link to these boys. $2.99 flat rate. So you charged me $2.99. Ship both knives in the same envelope. $2.99. That's just crazy. Under $25. Could this be the best knife under $25 in the world? I think there's an argument for that. I think that's an argument for that. Deep carry pocket clip. Really nicely done. No left hand option, unfortunately. See how you've kind of got this dip in here, a channel this way. This will happen on this is the way they are on the G10 versions. You can see that, right? And this is this kind of off bluish, greenish, kind of weird color that I really like. I'm digging it. But the carbon fiber, of course, doesn't have the channel. It's channel-less. Oh, yeah, and it's also a laminated carbon fiber G10 product, which, I mean, come on, man. of course. It's like, what? I spent 25 hard-earned dollars. Okay, I'm just being facetious now. But the action's really good. I haven't torn this one apart, haven't put any lube on it, nothing like that. Nothing like that, okay? Although, this one I did. Check that. I mean, that's almost too guillotine. I put this on it. This KPL knife pivot lube. Check this out. knifepivotlube.com. You see that at the bottom of the bottle? knifepivotlube.com. That's where you go. Get you a bottle of this. Smells great. It smells like coconut, cinnamon, something. I don't know. It's got a great smell to it. I'm going, should I rub this on my wrists or will this turn the ladies on? Ooh, you're an advanced knife guy. But in any case, no, but it seems to really work. Wow, I almost need to tighten that. Am I? No, there's no blade play. Wow, that's slick. In any case, that's weird. I didn't do it to these two. And see, they don't quite drop the same. Thank God. That's almost too good of what that lube did there. Okay, because this is about the way I really like it to drop. But in any case, so these are reasonably good-sized knives. Rex, you're on board. So check these out. Yeah, Rex should look big in this aspect ratio. Yeah, this is a full-size EDC. I mean, this one here, the FH11. Wow, Ganzo. They are kicking, you know what, and taking names. 3.5-inch blade. So, 90 millimeters and 8 inches overall. 8, and we're trying to get to an 8. So just a hair's breadth short of what the paramilitary 2. Basically same size. And 20.5 centimeters. So let's get the blade stock on here, and let me see if I can find a good flat spot to go to. 0.141, probably be 3.5 millimeters then. Yeah, about 3.5 millimeters. And let's go here. 12.65, half inch. Now, since we got a different kind of setup on this blade, let's go here and get across the channel. 13.3, 0.52. Okay. Little bit different at the top spots here that we're stretching across to measure that. But yeah, about the same. Half inch. These are just it's crazy stuff, isn't it? Oh, check this out. Come here. Come on. Yeah. Okay. Let's cover the table. Oh, wow. Well, you got the advanced guy on the carbon fiber one. I could tell that's a little bit sharper even. I'm sure they're probably sharpened by hand. I can only imagine. But there's your backspacer, and you got a little area to put your lanyard in. Why am I looking at the ugliest one? Got a little area to put your lanyard in. Black backspacer that's G10. Let me see about this one. Hard to tell. Can't tell if that's that laminate or if it's just a G10. I mean, I would imagine it would just be a G10 backspacer in there in any case, but whatever. Whew. Man, that's some great action on these. What a knockout price. How crazy is that? I mean, this is what, a $45 knife in anybody's book? Ergos. Yeah. Reverse grip. Yeah. Nondescript design, not this or that, just kind of there. I'm sure it looks like a lot of knives. You know, hold on. Who invented the rectangular handle? Gosh, I think that design's already taken. Oh, and, you know, whatever. I mean, I was talking to Jeff Hall, who's a custom knife maker, the other day, and he goes, everybody's got a little sprinkle of this or that. Some knife they've seen or caught in their imagination by seeing some other knife, and it's there. And when they do their designs, it's always a pinch of this and a pinch of that that came from somewhere else. So nothing really new out there. It's just the combination of the parts. In any case, jimping on top. And that's, yeah, that's, you can feel that. I can feel that. Oh, God, yeah. My thumb is flipper thumb, you know. In any case, so here's the pass-through for the liner. And, yeah, not a problem. Hold on. Before, if you're going to click off, don't click off. Don't click off, okay? Power cutlery, blah, blah, blah. Hold on. Where's my... Somewhere in here. Oh, okay. I took it apart. These are the bearings. Now, those are not ceramic. I think they're regular steel bearings. You know what? Now I can't remember. But they almost look ceramic, don't they? God dang it. In any case, they're bearings. Actually, steel ceramic, I don't really care. There's a lot of people argue against ceramic. So, whatever they are, they're bearings and they work really, really good. So here's your liner. Here's your outer G10 scale. There's how this fits in here. So they're not skeletonized or anything. So I guess we could bitch and moan about that if we wanted to. I ain't gonna bitch and moan about much of anything for 22 smackaroos, you know? I mean, that's just cheap as chips. Hold on, another one. Let me see where I get this. Yeah, and I looked on, I looked on GearBest. It's like, woo, that's flash sale price? 28 bucks? Ouch. And this got cut off, but I think it was 30 something for this. So Power Cutlery, they're here in the U.S. You get it in 3 days. I shouldn't be doing this. He didn't pay me a dime. I get money from GearBest when I do GearBest stuff. Okay, so, not D2 steel? Well. Thermo Scientific. This is their print off of the verification. And what material do you think it is? I don't know. Let me think. D2? Yes, it is. Here's the formula, and I will get to if you take this particular printout and you run this up with these different elements, let me explain that to you, okay? In any case, this is the picture that went along with it, okay? And 62 HRC. And, yes, there's the Rockwell. 62. Bingo bango. What can I say? There's the knife on it. Is that getting close enough? Do we believe it? Yeah, I know. I'm not trying to be that sarcastic, but there's just a lot of people. Okay, for pause and read purposes, check this out, okay? Just in case you want to educate yourself, this is what my buddy Kurt, who does this testing in Pennsylvania, and of course this is a big steel fab place, so they have this XRF gun. If you want to get one of these guns, go ahead. I think if you sell your car and take all the money, you might be able to buy one. I can't remember. I kept thinking they were like $15,000, $20,000. I could be wrong, but they're not cheap. Okay, so in any case, they have libraries in them. And so if you have the library in there, that the database that is what you use, then it'll come up and give that reading like it did D2, like I told you. But if you don't have that database in there, then it'll just give you that elemental breakdown, okay? And then you have to compare that to the formula from the actual steel producer to line that up. Now, or you get a known knife with known steels. I'll move this. Here you go. So they use D2. So it did come up D2. They don't use CTSXHP, and they don't use M390 or S35VN. So in any case, I've sent him some other knives to test. I'll tell you about in a little bit. Some CH knives, some green thorn, the dice roll knives in China. They're lying, right? Well, we'll talk about that. Have a feeling they're not lying. In any case, so that kind of thing. But if you already have a CTSXHP knife from a known quantity that you can compare, then it'll compare it that way as well. So it'll give it the same readout. And I think he was talking about he did one for a guy that was some other kind of knife, and it didn't test out, and I can't remember what the knife was, but it was some way off-brand knife from China. So, this is one way to get their attention. If you lie about your steel, we're going to test it. We're going to find out. But he was talking about the periodic. His reads down to 12. A lot of them read 20 to 22. So some elements will not detect unless they're bonded with other elements. And so they show up as LEC or light element composition. In any case, so he's just saying, but yeah, when you compare it to a known steel from a known guaranteed fabricator or manufacturer, then you know that if it compares directly some off-brand, no-name Chinese knife with a absolutely certified USA-made knife, then, and it's the same formula, then they're either both lying or they're both telling the truth. So that's how we did that. This one, of course, they do have D2 in their database, and this tested out, and he goes, my God, that's the hardest D2 steel I've ever tested on a knife. Now, I'm not sure how many knives he's tested, but when you get to 62, you're there. So isn't that amazing? I mean, I just thought, blew me away. It blew me away. So, yeah, we took a while to get around to the review on these, and we still are taking a while to get around on the review on these. Let's weigh them up so you can blow out of here while I continue to chat. But in any case, let's weigh them up. It just, how do you do that? $22. It's just crazy. And you know what? It's a lot of fun. 114 grams. And this is the carbon fiber one. So 4 ounces. 3.98. Okay. Do you even want to bother with this one? Okay. 3.96. So in any case, yeah, they're right at 4 ounces. These knives are. Fit and finish is embarrassingly good on these knives. Actually, I guess, I mean, it's not sharp here, but maybe they could have rolled this or chamfered along the inside edges of these a little bit more. It's really not a big deal. It doesn't feel edgy. So that's not bad. And of course, these blades are nice. They don't feel edgy at all. They are nicely done. Somebody touched them to a wheel or something to break the edges off on them. So really nice design. They got bearings in them, and the action's really nice. I mean, these are just a regular, real world knife. Some of the early Ganzos were a little, wow, what are we into here? But, especially with the G-lock and everything, but these are not the G-lock. This is, I mean, like the piston lock, like the Benchmades. This is the real deal. I mean, it's really interesting, isn't it? I know I've got 3 of these. I'm not going to keep all 3, but I'm definitely going to keep one. Probably this one. You know, just a great user beater knife, especially the steel is real and it should hold up under use. So maybe this would be a good idea. Hold on to this, use it for a while, kind of see how that all turns out, don't you think? But wow, look at this. I mean, a flipper toy, $22 flipper toy with real deal D2 steel, Lucille, and the one he tested, and I'm sure the Rockwell can vary a little bit. When they do Rockwell, they go 58 to 60, however, they have a band. Because, they don't all line up exactly. But, whew. So if this is just 60, not 62, hey, that's fine. I mean, I think most people say 58 to 60. But, wow. Embedded, the stainless liners in here, so they don't really show. And it keeps it fairly light at just 4 ounces. 8 1/8 inches overall, 3.5 inch blade. Just great action, centered, no blade play, no lock rock. There's that. That's 35% lockup. Same. About the same. Really, really close. The consistency, I don't know how they do it. How do you do it when your consistency is good, your fit and finish is good, the action on these are all centered. Centered. I mean, I tell you what, I've gotten some Kershaws and some stuff. Wasn't centered, wouldn't center at all. They're all centered. They're all perfectly centered blades. No lock rock, no blade play. So, I mean, the one good thing about getting 3 of them is you can compare the consistency. I mean, this I got off eBay, these 2 from Power Cutlery. What more can you say? I'm all in. I'm all in. God only knows what's coming next, but I don't know how you improve on this for the price. For the value per dollar that you're spending, this is really, really, really hard to beat. I mean, you've got Bestech knives that are D2, but I mean, that's $52, right? So it's just D2 on the cut jack, but this isn't $22. This is a lot more than that. So, wow. I mean, hey, I got a honey badger, right? 8CR13 paid what, 35? And this isn't G10. This is like one of those reinforced nylon, plasticky things. It's a cool knife, but what I'm saying. And it doesn't always have to be maximum value for the dollar. I'm just saying, these are really good knives. And I've heard some people bitch about them, like, well, after 1.5 years of hard use, I got a little bit of play in the blade or something. It's like, you could just throw it in a garbage can and you're like so many dollars ahead that you even got that kind of use out of $20 out of your wallet. It's just amazing. But, I kind of wonder how much prying they've been doing, because if you got bearings on here, I mean, and you do some prying, you're putting a lot of lateral force. It's not what you're supposed to do with a knife. If you use a knife as a knife, like you're supposed to, it should be okay. But yeah, little backspacer, little place for a lanyard hole, great action, good quality fit and finish, and a real verifiable blade. Sorry I brought you through all that technical stuff, but I think you guys can appreciate that. And so you can pause and read that. And that was I just copied and pasted that out of Kurt's email to me. So, that kind of thing. Guys knows what he's doing, and he's got the equipment to verify this. We're going to go down this road. We're going to continue to do this. We'll check some knives. And, I know a lot of people have said, hey, why don't you do a cut test? I'll tell you what, why don't you test the Rockwell and the actual metal to make sure it's the real metal? And at that point, I think the other's kind of a moot point. May vary based on like angle that the blade is sharpened at, and how fat behind the edge it is, and all those kinds of things. But I want to know, is it really the steel? And is the heat treat what it needs to be? Those are the questions. Keeps my arm from getting sore cutting 800 cuts in a sisal rope out in the garage. Just saying, I'm lazy. You know I'm lazy. Hey, Flanagan, you know I'm lazy, right? Flanagan, Finian, good. Help me, 25 minutes. Okay, we're done. I'll let you go. Thank you guys for tuning in. But I like it when I like it when a plan comes together, don't you, my friends? It's amazingly incredible. All right, gonna let you go. Thank you so much. Take care. You know what we do around here. We love them knives. So stay sharp.